have a drone?
I have a few. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. L to the W here. Today we're having a little R&R. Found a nice little high school that's closed for the weekend, and we're having some fun flying some drones. Alright, those of you who have been around for a minute know that I'm quite the tech guy. I'm just geeky about tech stuff and that, man. I love my drones. I love anything digital. I love RC stuff. So you know, the whole controversy, or not even controversy, this whole thing with this neighbor calling about flying drones, just, I don't know, I just feel like I should fly them more. But there's not fun flying near my house. It's just a lot of trees and stuff like that. And I really like to get the drones out, test out some speeds and do some maneuvers and not have to worry about crashing into too much stuff. So got this high school here. There's a track here. There's a couple ball fields here. But look, I have all this right here. Nice and open, man. So I can have some fun and try out some stuff with the drones I really can't do at home. There's some automated moves that these things do, and I can't. So been flying the Mavic Mini. Look at this thing, so cute. We got the Mavic Air, sporting some quiet blue props. Then we got the Mavic Air 2, which I'm going to talk about this one a little bit later. This is the new one. Man, that was fun. I love flying the drones. Glad I found an open space where I could actually like throw them in a sport mode and whiz on by like 40-45 miles an hour. That's fun. I like doing that. And then just be able to like do some hard bank turns and all that. That was fun. So I'm in Project Z28. Decided to take it out. I was actually filming previous video in this thing. It just kind of rolled in this vlog. But as I'm pulling down the main road, some kid in his saggy ass Z71 pickup sees me, and I see him staring, and then he's got to grab his little column shifter and throw it in neutral and rev his little glass pack up. Dude, I hope you're watching this, because that meant nothing to me. Absolutely stupid. That was for freaking nothing. You wasted your gas for what? Ooh, let me rev the gas. It didn't sound good, and I don't care. I don't care that you cut your muffler off. It means absolutely nothing to me. I don't care. I don't even understand the point of why so many people find this like something necessary to put their stuff in neutral, give a couple of revs. Did nothing for me. Oh shit. Even though this car's not tuned, I would still walk all over that thing. I smoked those things in the damn Chevy Cruze. Alright, man. So anyhow, that was freaking fun. I can't believe I forgot my little pad to take off, and I got it free with the drone. It's a little fold-out pad. It's got a little heliport symbol on it. You put it to the ground, and it gives you a nice dry spot to take off from, and it's also a good picture for the drone to take for a return to home instead of taking off in the grass, because what it does when it takes off, it takes a picture of where it's taken off at, and then uses that to mark where it's going to go down. Oh, here's the Z71. Difference between when you cut your muffler off and your exhaust is loud, because you have headers, a cam, heads, and all that other stuff. So. All right, to the house. All right, so when you're a car guy, how do you fix a fence? Hey, it's the best way I know how to pick it up, because see, the 4x4s here rotted, and I kind of got to get the fence up and over that part in order to get it to come back and do all that. So yeah, on the heels of this hurricane, now we have another hurricane. I don't think it's going to come this way. Right now it's projected to go west and hit somewhere mid Louisiana. But as I learned from the last one, don't count your chickens before they hatch, as they say, because there ain't no telling where this thing's going to end up. So before this fence totally falls down, we have 2 new 4x4s to replace the ones that rotted. Everything else is pretty good. I found out that this fence over here, they never cemented the newer 4x4s in. So what I've done is went ahead and cemented this one in yesterday. Right there. Then I'm going to go over next door. We're going to push the fence back, screw it down, and then I'm going to go back and take out the new 4x4s, except for this one, because this one's legit in the middle. And I'm going to take out these 4x4s, cement them, and that should strengthen the fence up. So yeah, sorry I haven't had much in the way of videos. I haven't really had any content. I do need to work on possibly looking for a converter for the Project Z28, and then I haven't heard anything back from the tuner yet, so I probably have to email him. But I do want to show you guys the new drone, so stay tuned. Alright, so it's been a while since we've been in Production Central 2.0. We've been doing so much work on the Camaro. We've been staying out there, you know, big manly garage, tools, cars, gasoline, oil, all that. But hey, this is where all the work gets done. This is where I edit the video, so this is where all my tech stuff is. So yeah, so I made an investment in the channel. I purchased a new drone, so that means I'm going to be retiring my tried, true, trusted Mavic Pro. I've had this drone for a number of years. It's been with me to Russia, to Amsterdam, to St. Lucia. It's been with me to Canada, throughout the U.S. Not too much through the U.S., but I mean, it's been a few places. So this drone's got some miles on it. Unfortunately, there's a few weaknesses with this drone. So if you see like how wobbly that is, there's a plastic plate that this whole gimbal assembles to, and there's 4 little like rubber bands in the corners, and I'm having a problem with these bands. They're just getting worn out. When I got to our last camping place, the gimbal was on there crooked, and I had to get in there with a little screwdriver and get that little rubber band to pop back on. So it's gonna need some work. Also, if you look right here, you can see this little black thing sticking up. I think you can see, yeah, right there on top of the gimbal, you can see right here. And then also back behind the silver thing, you can kind of see it, I think. Ooh. So there's a ribbon cable in here. It taps into plugs into 3 different things. These ribbon cables are known to go bad. It's a known problem with these. So obviously the more you fly it, the quicker it's going to wear out. My bud Top Hat Plus in Canada has one of these. He's done like the cable twice. Also, the windier conditions you're in, and the more you jerk this thing around and stuff like that, the more stress it's going to put on this thing. So I try not to do that too much with this. I'm really careful about how much wind put it up in, because I don't want to lose the drone too. Now Russia was, man, I was like full stick, and she was fighting it, but it powered through in normal mode. It didn't have to go to sport mode, but it powered through when it came home safely. So there's also one other problem. Before we left on the camping trip, I went to take this up, just test everything, and I got a transmission signal error. And when it landed, it was just a few feet above me. I was just in the yard, and when it landed, the battery looked like that. It was sticking up, and I'm freaking out thinking I didn't set the battery in there. What happened is, now I found out there's a common problem with these batteries ballooning on the bottom. There's a soft patch on the bottom. Oh. Right here, there's a soft patch. And when the gases when these cells go bad and the gases expand, this thing balloons out. And that's what happened. All 3 of these batteries are bad. I actually took a little razor blade and popped it because I was afraid it was going to blow. But 3 of these batteries at $100 a piece have all gone bad. 2 went bad before my trip. The 3rd one went bad after I got home. So I've gutted this one. That way I can just keep something in here. Just so it doesn't look goofy sitting here with the big open thing in here. So every video you've seen, all the drone shots you've seen on my channel have been this drone. Even though I have other ones, this is the one with the powerful camera. This drone's heavy. This drone flies good in the wind. That drone, these other ones back here all use like Wi-Fi. This uses an OcuSync, which transmits fantastically far. It's a way stronger, better signal. So we're stepping on up to the Mavic Air 2. This thing, the gimbal is just totally different in here. This whole plate and stuff, it has some rubber in there that absorbs some vibrations, but nothing like that. It's mounted differently. This thing is fantastically quiet. They've changed like these props. This thing is so quiet. This thing will shoot 4K at 60 frames. I've never done it before, but we have a trip going up north again to do some fall color, so I might give it a shot. Might do some 4K filming. The GoPro will do 4K, so I can do the whole video 4K. It strains the computer a lot to do it, but so yeah, you know, instead of putting a lot of money into that drone with new batteries, those rubber mounts, and if I was going to go that far, I'd probably have that ribbon cable replaced. So I'm just going to retire it. It's been a great drone. I really don't even want to risk losing it. Like, seriously, my heart just races when I put that thing up. So, because they don't make that one anymore. That was their first collapsible drone. Before that, they had the Phantoms, which are the big X-looking things, and then they had the couple other drones. But so that was like their first folding drone. They came out with a couple of different ones, the Zoom and the Mavic Pro 2, which they changed the whole gimbal assembly on. But yeah, so here she is. Here's a little Mavic Air 2. It's a nice small drone. It's got some good weight. I think this thing's going to do pretty good in high winds, stuff that I've seen already. Some people have really pushed this thing. So the other drones are kind of smaller and lighter. So yeah, here we go. Nice little investment in the channel. Ooh. Hopefully you guys appreciate that. Also, nice thing with that drone, it'll use this remote with the really bright screen that's built in. These other drones up here don't use that. You have to use like a cell phone type mount. Using a cell phone out in the sun, you guys know, it's not the best thing in the world. That thing's like 1,000 nits is what they rated at. So that's like a brightness. Even though I think my Samsung Note 9's rated at that, or 900. There's no comparing. That thing is bright. So there we have it, man. Brand new toy, brand new drone. Of course, you know, the wife was absolutely thrilled at that. So, man, guys, pray for me. So, yeah, I think we're going to get some really nice creamy shots. Also, too, on this old Mavic, I've tried before. I took, like, the 50 Camaro down a runway, and I tried to get the drone to follow me, and the original active track on that thing just flat out sucks. I couldn't even have it follow me. I was like on a little open trail, this little pump track they call it, on my mountain bike. I couldn't get the drone to follow. I just never really even used active track or any of the other features on that thing because I just never could get it to work right with this drone. I tried active track with this at the school. It followed me. Beautiful. Followed me around a container. I walked specifically under some trees. And this has what they call A-pass, so it looks at the scene and it figures out what it needs to do. Go left, right, or down, or up. So this drone intelligently will pick a path. So if it's coming this way, it goes, oh, okay, so I can go this. It's friggin' awesome, man. Like earlier, I flew it towards the fence and it stopped. went up, or slowed down and went up and went over. So tremendous technology in this thing. So like I said, with the actor track, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get some better shots now with the channel, because if I want to drive the car, I can have this thing follow me, do some things. I have a little more confidence in this thing. I was never able to get that drone to follow, but it's still a really good drone. And man, she's just going to live her life up here now, retired, safe and sound. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I have the original folding drone from DJI up there, nice and safe. Kind of like the big GoPro there, which really is not that great of a drone, hate to say it. My first drone really wasn't that great. As big as a fan of GoPro stuff that I am, that just so that one's retired. I really don't even trust flying that thing. It's just, I've had issues with that thing just going on its own. So GoPro bombed on that one, but DJI succeeded. So alright everyone, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you appreciate the investment in the channel. Hopefully you liked the beginning of it. Kind of like took that play on the police officer being there. I was just kind of thinking in my mind, trying to make everything a little bit more creative. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I haven't heard anything on the Z28 yet, but I'll have an update for you in the next video. So make sure you subscribe, like, shares, comments appreciated, and we shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I gotta go make this video.